Unicorn Jazz. It sounds like the Unicorn Jazz is is the young Lisa. Is that
Some
correct?
parts.
In some parts.
Yes. Some parts. I my niece name is Jasmine, so that's where I got the name from. Also, she has a music note for tail, which is trademark. She sings. I do sing, but not great. But she does, and singing is done by professional actors and singers with our brand. So I did put a lot of my personality in her,
Yeah.
combined with other magical qualities. I wish I
Of
was a
course.
singer. Yeah.
No, that's how. Well, and let me ask you kind of a little further then about this because, and the reason why it intrigues me and that I'm asking you about this is because, like for me and some of my trainings that I do, like listen, I've said this many times. I mean, I do LinkedIn training. That's part of the trainings that I do. But I've said this many times. A dog with a note in his mouth can teach you how to set up your LinkedIn account.
Yeah.
But one of the things that is very difficult for people to put content or share content is the belief in themselves.
Oh,
Right? Is my
yes.
story worthy? Right? Who am
Mm-hmm.
I? I'm not the only person. I'm not the only ESL kid. Okay. I'm not the only kid that was on the free and reduced lunch. Right? All these things, right, that goes through our minds that hold us back. And so for you, when you first started Unicorn Jazz, like walk us through sort of kind of this the process or the thinking that was
Oh,
going on in your mind in
yes.
terms of like, should I really talk about my story? Am I worthy, or should I,
That's
kind of
totally
get
it. Yeah.
creative? Tell us about that.
Well, I'll share a synopsis of the story, and a lot of people can put themselves in parts of these stories. Okay, so in the first book, Unicorn Jazz moves to a land in search of new friends. She feels like she doesn't belong. The horses say they don't look like her because she has one horn. They have two. That she's not tall like the giraffe, and the geckos that are like, you can't hide and seek. So she's sad. She feels she doesn't belong. Her mother is the one that believes in her and says you're
Yes.
special. And there's a song, "Be happy with your light. You are bold. You shine so bright," and on and on. And so she wanders into the mountains by herself, and she's singing. And then she meets a crow named Wolf who believes in her and tells her how awesome her voice is. Look at you. You have a beautiful voice. He says, my name is Wolf. Yes, I know a name that a dog should have. Who would take it seriously? So I wanted to have fun with things that were a little silly for kids to laugh at, for kids
Yes.
to realize that you should be proud of the things that you're good at. We're all different. We're all unique. Unicorn. That's another reason when people tell
Yes.
me
Yes.
why
Yes.
I picked a unicorn. And so he believes in her. She goes out into the playground, sings, and everyone now looks at her. All, the ones who snubbed her, now they want to play with her. She's awesome. They're all friends. So I often say, sometimes it takes one person to believe in you. My first grade
Yes.
teacher, Miss Johnson, was one of them, my grandmother.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I say, hey, maybe you're a Wolf the Crow to someone. Maybe you believe in someone. Because at some point in life, we need to believe in others. And that paying it forward for me is reaching as many kids and saying, I believe in you. When I do book signings, I'll say, hi, Oscar, Wolf the Crow would say, I believe in you, therefore I believe in you. And I sign books with that sort of thing, and
Yes.
kids light up. And for me, because I did have those people that believed in me, my career mentors, when I'm a mentor and I take interns on, I do the same thing. I pay it forward the people that help me. There's no way you're going
Yes.
to rise on this earth without the help of other people.
Yes.
There's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to
Mm-hmm.
go far, go together. So,
Yes.
it's so important to help others. It's just you for life. That's what we all should be doing and teaching.
Yes. 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 Folks, I hope you caught that. I mean, believe in other people, help them believe in themselves more than they themselves believe, because eventually they will believe, okay, in themselves. And so you also remind me, Lisa, is I too had people in my life that, like you said, believed in myself, whether it was my third grade teacher, my sixth grade teacher, my Spanish teacher in middle school, or my geometry
In
teacher in high
college,
school, yeah,
probably, right?
etc. And each of these individuals that believed in me was like, it was like like, to use the whatever analogy metaphor of a bowling ball. It's like they pushed me, a certain distance, and then someone else came and pushed me a little further, and eventually I knocked down at least half a pin. Okay, but at least I knocked something down,
Yeah.
and that is very, very important